Welcome back, Tolkien fans, to the channel where we unravel the mysteries and legends of Middle-earth. Today we're diving into one of the most enigmatic and intriguing characters in all of Tolkien's legendarium, a figure who has puzzled readers and scholars alike for decades. That's right, we're talking about the one and only Tom Bombadil. Who is Tom Bombadil? What is his true nature? And why does he remain such an enduring mystery in the world of Middle-earth? Grab your walking stick and let's venture into the Old Forest to uncover the lore of this fascinating figure. The introduction to Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil first appears in The Fellowship of the Ring during the early part of the Hobbit's journey. After their harrowing encounter with Old Man Willow in the Old Forest, the Hobbits are rescued by a joyful, singing figure dressed in bright, colorful clothes. This is Tom Bombadil, a being unlike any other they've encountered. He lives in a small house with his wife, Goldberry, the river daughter, and seems to have a deep connection to the natural world around him. Tom is a character full of contradictions. He's playful and carefree, yet incredibly powerful. He sings songs to command the trees, the wind, and even the rain, showing a mastery over nature that seems almost divine. But despite his power, Tom remains humble, uninterested in the affairs of the world outside his forest. When Frodo offers him the One Ring, Tom casually handles it, seemingly unaffected by its corrupting influence. A mystery that has led to endless speculation, Tom Bombadil's home is in the Old Forest, an ancient, almost sentient woodland on the borders of the Shire. This forest is a place of danger and mystery, and yet Tom walks through it without fear, as if the trees and creatures of the forest recognize him as their master, or perhaps as a kindred spirit. Tom Bombadil's origins, what we know and don't know. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding Tom Bombadil is his origin. When the hobbits ask him directly who he is, Tom gives a cryptic response, "I am." It's a statement that raises more questions than it answers. Tolkien himself offers little in the way of definitive answers, but that hasn't stopped readers and scholars from speculating. Some theories suggest that Tom Bombadil might be one of the Ainur, the primordial spirits created by Eru Ilúvatar before the world itself was formed. The Ainur are the most powerful beings in Tolkien's mythos, including the Valar and the Maiar. If Tom is indeed one of the Ainur, he would be a being of immense power and knowledge, possibly even older than Middle-earth itself. There's also speculation that Tom could be a Vala, a lesser-known one, or one who chose to remain hidden in Middle-earth. The Valar are the godlike beings who helped shape the world, and each has dominion over certain aspects of creation. If Tom were a Vala, his control over nature and his immunity to the ring might make more sense. Yet, Tolkien never explicitly ties Tom to the Valar, leaving this theory in the realm of possibility rather than certainty. Others believe Tom could be a Maia, one of the lesser Ainur who entered the world to serve the Valar. The Maia are incredibly powerful beings, and many have taken on significant roles in Middle-earth's history, like Gandalf and Sauron. But unlike Gandalf or Sauron, Tom shows no interest in power or influence. His existence seems to be entirely self-contained, free from the struggles that define the other Maiar. Tom Bombadil in the First Age, a possible history. If we look back to the First Age, we might find more clues about Tom Bombadil's origins. During this time, Middle-earth was a wild, untamed place, filled with vast forests, towering mountains, and ancient spirits. It's possible that Tom Bombadil has been around since this age, or even earlier. In the Silmarillion, we learn about the Ents, ancient tree guardians created by Yavanna, one of the Valar, to protect the forest from the destruction caused by the dwarves. Tom's deep connection to the Old Forest and his ability to communicate with trees might suggest a kinship with the Ents. Perhaps Tom is an even older spirit, one who has watched over the forests since before the coming of the elves and men. It's also worth considering that Tom might have chosen to withdraw from the conflicts that shaped Middle-earth's history. During the First Age, the world was ravaged by wars between the forces of Morgoth and the elves, dwarves, and men who opposed him. If Tom is as ancient as some theories suggest, he might have witnessed these wars but chose to remain apart from them, retreating into the Old Forest to live a life of peace. Tom Bombadil's connection to the natural world. One of the most remarkable aspects of Tom Bombadil is his deep connection to the natural world. He seems to be a part of the land itself, able to command the elements with his voice and his songs. Whether he's calming a raging river, commanding the trees to release their captives, or simply walking through the forest unharmed, Tom's relationship with nature is unparalleled. Tom's connection to nature is further emphasized by his relationship with Goldberry, the river daughter. Goldberry is described as the daughter of the river woman, a being who embodies the essence of the river near Tom's home. Their union symbolizes a harmony between the land and its waters, with Tom representing the earth and Goldberry the life-giving waters that flow through it. Tom's songs are more than just melodies. They're a form of magic, a means by which he can influence the world around him. His voice carries a power that can soothe the land, banish evil spirits, and even ward off the influence of the One Ring. This ability suggests that Tom's power is deeply tied to the fabric of Middle-earth itself, perhaps even more so than the Valar or the Maiar. But Tom's connection to nature isn't always benevolent. He also has a role as a guardian, protecting the old forest and its inhabitants from harm. When the hobbits encounter Old Man Willow, a malevolent tree spirit, it's Tom who commands the tree to release them. And when they fall into the clutches of the Barrow Wights, ancient spirits that haunt the Barrow Downs, Tom is the one who banishes them with his song. These actions suggest that Tom serves as a protector of the natural order, ensuring that the forces of darkness do not overrun the land. The mystery of the One Ring and Tom Bombadil's immunity. One of the most perplexing mysteries about Tom Bombadil is his immunity to the One Ring. When Frodo offers him the ring, Tom takes it, examines it, and even makes it disappear with a simple trick. But what's truly astonishing is that the ring has no effect on him. It doesn't corrupt him, it doesn't make him invisible, and it doesn't tempt him in any way. The One Ring is a powerful artifact, crafted by Sauron to dominate the wills of others. It has corrupted kings, wizards, and even hobbits. Yet, Tom seems entirely unaffected by its power. This raises the question, what makes Tom Bombadil so unique? Why is he the only being in Middle-earth who can handle the ring without consequence? At the Council of Elrond, the idea of giving the ring to Tom Bombadil for safekeeping is discussed, but it's quickly dismissed. The reason? Tom would not understand the significance of the ring and would likely forget about it or lose it. This suggests that while Tom is powerful, he exists outside the concerns of the world, detached from the struggle between good and evil that defines the history of Middle-earth. Some scholars have suggested that Tom's immunity to the ring is because he exists on a different plane of existence, a realm where the power of the ring simply does not apply. This idea ties back to the theory that Tom might be an embodiment of the natural world itself, a being who exists beyond the reach of Sauron's influence. In this sense, Tom represents an ancient, primal force that is beyond the comprehension of even the greatest beings in Middle-earth. Theories and interpretations. What does Tom Bombadil represent? Over the years, readers and scholars have put forward numerous theories about what Tom Bombadil represents. Some see him as a symbol of nature itself, an embodiment of the world's wild, untamed beauty, immune to the corruption of civilization and the power struggles that define Middle-earth. Others interpret Tom as a representation of pure, unadulterated joy, a being who finds contentment in the simple pleasures of life, untouched by the worries and conflicts of the outside world. In this view, Tom represents a kind of idealized existence, one that is free from the burdens of power, ambition, and fear. There are also those who believe that Tom Bombadil is a manifestation of Eru Ilúvatar himself, the creator of all things in Tolkien's world. While this theory is more controversial, it suggests that Tom could be an incarnation of the divine, existing within the world as a reminder of its original, untainted state. His immunity to the ring would, in this case, be a reflection of his connection to the very essence of creation, a being beyond corruption. Tolkien, however, never gave a definitive answer to Tom's true nature. In his letters, he referred to Tom as an enigma, a character who existed as a kind of riddle within the story. Tolkien suggested that Tom was meant to be a mystery, a figure who defied categorization and stood apart from the structured mythology of Middle-earth In the end, Tom Bombadil remains one of Tolkien's greatest mysteries, a character who invites endless speculation but resists any final, definitive interpretation. Perhaps that's exactly what Tolkien intended, a character who embodies the unknowable, the mysterious, and the wild, untamed beauty of Middle-earth. Tom Bombadil's role in the War of the Ring. Tom Bombadil may seem detached from the larger events of Middle-earth, but his role in The Lord of the Rings is more significant than it first appears. By rescuing the hobbits from Old Man Willow and the Barrow Wights, Tom ensures that they continue their journey to Rivendell, where the fate of the ring will be decided. In the Barrow Downs, Tom's intervention is crucial. The hobbits are trapped by ancient wights, malevolent spirits from the distant past, who seek to entomb them in their barrow. It's Tom who arrives just in time, banishing the wights with his song and freeing the hobbits from their grasp. Without Tom's help, the quest might have ended before it even began. As the hobbits leave Tom's house and continue their journey, they carry with them more than just memories of their time with him. They carry an understanding of a different kind of power. Tom's influence lingers, reminding them that not all strength comes from swords or spells, but from a deeper, more ancient source. At the Council of Elrond, Tom is mentioned again, this time as a potential guardian for the ring. But the idea is quickly dismissed, as the Council realizes that Tom's detachment from the world would make him an unreliable protector. This moment underscores the limits of Tom's power. While he may be immune to the ring's influence, he's also disconnected from the struggle to destroy it. In a way, Tom Bombadil represents the road not taken, the possibility of living in harmony with the world, untouched by the desire for power or control. But the Fellowship's journey requires them to confront the darkness head-on, and so they leave Tom behind, carrying with them the memory of a different way of being, one that stands in stark contrast to the conflict that awaits them. Tom Bombadil's legacy in Tolkien's Legendarium. Tom Bombadil may not play a direct role in the War of the Ring, but his legacy continues to resonate throughout Middle-earth. His existence serves as a reminder of the world's deeper mysteries, of the ancient powers that still linger in the land, and of the possibility of living a life free from the burdens of power and ambition. For readers and scholars, Tom Bombadil remains a subject of endless fascination. His presence in The Lord of the Rings invites questions about the nature of power, the limits of knowledge, and the mysteries that lie at the heart of Tolkien's world. He's a character who embodies the unknown, the unexplored, and the unfathomable depths of Middle-earth's history. In the broader Tolkien fandom, Tom Bombadil has inspired countless interpretations, from fan art to academic papers to debates among readers. His role in the story may be small, but his impact is profound, challenging us to think about the world in new ways and to consider the possibility of forces beyond our understanding. As the world changes and the Age of Men begins, Tom Bombadil remains in his forest, unchanged and unchanging. He's a symbol of the enduring power of nature, a reminder that there are things in the world that will outlast even the greatest empires and the most powerful beings. In this sense, Tom represents the eternal, the timeless, and the unbroken connection between the land and those who dwell upon it. The enduring mystery of Tom Bombadil. In the end, Tom Bombadil remains an enigma, a character who defies easy explanation and resists the constraints of mythology. He's a mystery that invites us to explore the deeper, more spiritual aspects of Tolkien's world, to consider the possibility that not everything can be understood or categorized. As the hobbits leave Tom's house, they do so with a sense of wonder and curiosity, carrying with them the memory of a being who seems to exist outside the bounds of their world. And perhaps that's the greatest gift Tom Bombadil offers us, a glimpse into the unknown, a reminder that there are still mysteries in the world waiting to be discovered. So, what do you think? Is Tom Bombadil a Maya, a Vala, or something else entirely? Or is he simply a reflection of Tolkien's own love for the natural world, a character who exists to remind us of the beauty and mystery that surrounds us every day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysteries of Middle-earth, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more explorations of Tolkien's world, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the lore of Tom Bombadil. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of Middle-earth.